Hi everyone, Matt Watson here from carwow. Now celebrities and cars, they go together like tweeting and Donald Trump. You can't have one without the other. But not all celebrities are rolling around in Lamborghinis and G-Wagons. Oh no, some of them are cruising the Hollywood hills in some pretty weird cars these days. So I put my paparazzi hat on and compiled a list of some of the best and the most bizarre cars driven by celebrities. Beyoncé is a style icon, so it makes sense that she drives something a bit classier than a chrome wrapped Lamborghini. Sorry, Yanni. Well, cars don't get much classier than a Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud drophead. Her 1959 Rolls was actually a birthday present from husband Jay-Z. That sure beats a Moonpig card and some flowers from the petrol station, which is kind of what I get my girlfriend. That's because I'm a bit cheap. Jay-Z isn't though. That car set him back
$1 million.
Chris Pratt isn't going to be short of cash. He's starred in loads of Marvel superhero movies and in the Jurassic Park remakes. But he doesn't tool about in some flash supercar. No. He drives a 1965 VW Beetle. And he didn't even buy it. He actually won it in a game of blackjack. How cool is that? And it had to be completely restored, which took 12 years. I guess in the meantime, he must have just taken the bus to work, yeah? Cardi B is one of the most successful female rappers of the last decade. So famous that I had to look her up. Never heard of her. So it's no surprise that she has some pretty flashy cars. For starters, she's got a Bentley Bentayga and a Lamborghini Urus. And she's also got a Mercedes Maybach S650. That's all pretty normal kind of celebrity stuff though. What's really weird is that she doesn't actually have a driver's license. I guess that's fine if she just wants to be chauffeured around in a Maybach or something. But why does she also have a Lamborghini Aventador S Roadster? It doesn't really make any sense. There are plenty of Hollywood hardmen, but Clint Eastwood is one of the most badass actors ever. So what car do you reckon this legend drives? Probably something big, something American, something with a huge V8, something that says, "Get out of my way, punk." Nah. He actually cruises around in a Fiat 500. And it's not even the Abarth model or anything, it's just the electric car. It's like Dirty Harry has put down the 44 Magnum and picked up a blow dryer. Although I probably wouldn't say that to his face. No, I wouldn't. Cristiano Ronaldo isn't just one of the most famous footballers ever, he's also a bit of a baller when it comes to cars. He's got a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, a McLaren Senna and a Bugatti Chiron. So that's more than 3.5 million quid's worth of cars right there. But his latest car makes these look like a Ford Fiesta. Reportedly, he's just ordered the new Bugatti 110. This is a special edition version of the already very special Chiron. It makes 1600 horsepower and gets special bodywork designed to look like the classic EB110. Oh, and it costs £7.3 million. So probably about as much as Ronaldo earns in a week or something. Bugger. Justin Bieber is like Marmite. You either love him or you hate him. And the same goes for his taste in cars. He drives a Lamborghini Urus, which is already pretty divisive. Not everyone loves the idea of a Lambo SUV, though I do know a man who does. But Bieber went a step further and had it wrapped in hot pink vinyl. That's like putting Arnold Schwarzenegger in a tutu. Even Bieber must have thought this was a bit over the top because he has rewrapped it a much more subtle beige instead. It's much better, yeah? If you want to see me race a Lamborghini Urus against a Lamborghini Huracan and an Aventador, click on the pop-out banner up there to go watch the drag race. You don't need your own car when you're the Pope. After all, you've got your very own personal Pope-mobile, even if it does look a bit like a fish tank on wheels. Maybe that's why Pope Francis has a couple of his own cars too. First up is a Lamborghini Huracan. The Pope's got a Huracan. It was given to him by Lamborghini in 2018, but because he's such a nice guy, he actually auctioned it off for charity, where it raised £630,000. His other car is really odd. It's a 1984 Renault 4. It was given to him back in 2013 when he first became Pope. He supposedly actually used it as his daily driver around the Vatican, but now it's on display in the Vatican Museum, so he probably doesn't get to drive it much. Elon Musk is a bit of a Bond fan, so it's no surprise that he owns a Bond car, as well as a bunch of Teslas, of course. So he didn't go for an Aston Martin or anything like that. He bought the Lotus Esprit Submarine from The Spy Who Loved Me. He actually got it at auction in 2013 and it cost him £616,000, which is chicken feed to Elon. Apparently he plans to turn it into a real life working electric submarine using leftover Tesla bits. Of course he's going to do that. Though Elon does like to launch his own cars into space, so who knows what might happen to it. Gordon Ramsay loves Ferraris as much as he loves swearing. He's had two LaFerraris, a coupe and a Spider, and he's just added the ultra-rare Ferrari Monza SP2 to his collection. This £1.6 million sports car is basically a stripped-out two-seater with a V12 engine from the 812 Superfast, so it should be super fast then, I guess. Problem is, the SP2 doesn't come with a roof. So what's Gordon going to do when he's cruising around the Cotswolds and it starts raining? Rain! Sorry. Great Britain is as famous for the royal family as it is fish and chips, bad teeth, and a very disorganised response to global pandemics. So it makes total sense that Prince Charles likes to cruise around in a classic Aston Martin DB6 Volante. Unlike most owners though, Charlie's had his 4-litre straight six tuned to run on biofuel, so it's all nice and eco-friendly. The best bit is that the Prince's biofuel is made from leftover English wine. Jeremy Clarkson is the most famous petrol head in the world, so what do you think he drives? He's actually got a tractor. Now, you probably weren't expecting that. You see, he has got a bunch of other cars as well, but his tractor isn't just any old tractor. Of course, it's a Lamborghini tractor. You're probably aware that Lamborghini started off making tractors before they did cars, and they've been doing it since 1948. But Jezza obviously doesn't drive the tractor to the shops. For that, he's got an old Alfa Romeo GT V6. It's actually the same car he bought on the Grand Tour for 10 grand. He's also got a Volvo XC90, which is handy because he might need to use that when the Alfa breaks down, which is inevitable. Lady Gaga is no stranger to doing outrageous things. I mean, this is a woman that wore a dress made of meat. But when it comes to cars, she's actually quite ordinary. She doesn't drive some posh Bentley or Rolls Royce. No. Lady Gaga cruises about in a Ford F-150 pickup truck. That's actually the most popular vehicle sold in the whole world. It doesn't actually get any more ordinary than that. Well, if we're being specific, her truck is actually a 1993 SVT Lightning version. It sounds exciting. It's got a 5.8-litre V8, but it only actually makes 240 horsepower. Still, at least there's plenty of space in the back low bed for a few cuts of beef outfits. The Ferrari F12 Tdf is an absolute beast of a car. It's got a 780 horsepower V12 and tricky rear wheel steering, and that makes it proper twitchy to drive. So it's not the sort of thing you should buy if you haven't owned a car in 20 years. Well, nobody told Michael Fassbender about this, because that's exactly what he went and did. Good thing he's pretty handy behind the wheel then. He's actually competing in the 2020 European Le Mans series, so chances are he won't end up wrapping his Tdf around a tree. You've probably heard the saying, if you have to ask how much it costs, you probably can't afford it. Well, that perfectly sums up Drake's Mercedes-Maybach G650 Landaulet. It's basically a longer, taller G-Wagon pickup truck with a massive 621 horsepower V12 and a soft top. Who said you can't have your cake and eat it, eh? Mercedes never bothered to announce an official price tag on the car, which means it obviously costs an absolute bomb. Although that doesn't really matter if you're Drake and you're worth $150 million. It could be easy to be overshadowed in a celebrity family, especially when Kim Kardashian is your half-sister. But that hasn't bothered Kendall Jenner at all. She's arguably even more famous than Kim. And Kendall's got some pretty blooming cool cars. For instance, a Ford Mustang convertible. And it's not some new off-the-lot model. It's a classic Mustang from 1965. She also has a 1960 Cadillac Eldorado Biarritz and a 1956 Chevrolet Corvette. Both of these are convertibles too. You know, so the paparazzi can see who's driving. Park up next to a slew of Mercedes S-Classes in any of these cars and you know you're going to get all the attention. Which celebrity car is your favourite in this list? And are there any famous celebs that I've missed out that you know about and they've got cool cars? If so, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Also, comment below any kind of other videos you'd like us to do. If you want to watch some more videos, click on the windows there.